All right, we're back for another round. And I can see my sound's working on the screen. That's a plus.
Yes, that's a very positive.
We come back for round 2 with the Des Moines Oakleafs. Great start off to the regular season games for the OJL JV team last night.
Yeah, the varsity unfortunately lost in a heartbreaker, the shootout.
Gotta love that. Everything going your way, and then, hey, we're just gonna change it up. Oh, well, they fought well towards the end, and good news coming out of it was that I found out Brody Bruce is not seriously injured, just a little bruised, but a little banged up, but nothing broken or anything like that, so glad to hear that one about Brody.
Yeah, great news there.
The boys get going. We got about 30 seconds till game time. Should be Trenton Westman in between the net. The boys finish getting their warmed up, and then they'll start collecting in the target bucket apiece. All right, we'll start cleaning up here. We'll have a hockey game. Hopefully the boys show up again. Now I did notice at the end of our game yesterday that the goaltender must have hurt his hand or something. They had pulled him towards the last minute. He was shaking his hand pretty good, so I'm not sure if I've heard anything there on the Oakleaf side, but hopefully nothing too serious there.
Yeah, I did not hear anything either. Talked to a couple of their kids after the game yesterday, but they didn't mention anything.
The varsity boys sitting here in front of us again. Always entertaining. Some of the JV guys were a little entertaining on camera last night.
They were. It's very interesting to see what they'll do when they don't know when people are watching.
There's a camera directly on them. I didn't know the truffle shuffle still existed, but it does.
Good morning, hockey fans, and welcome to the first of our 2 games between the Des Moines Oakleafs and the Omaha Lancers. Our officials today, center ice wearing the orange floaties, Alex Earl. Watching the lines, Marcus Becker and Matt Miller. The nets are 10.
You know, we need to start doing is flashing their phone number across the screen.
Yeah.
The referees as they, is that the old Bud Light commercial? Yeah. Call them often. Starting off for the junior Lancers, we're going to have Samard Severa. Looks like Stonebreaker, Bunton, and Marble. Bunton kicking up right behind the goaltender, grabs it. He missed that one, goes over to the far side. Oakley's going to try to bring out. It's a nice hit lead. Comes up top to Marble. Marble sends it back to Bunton. Bunton couldn't quite get a stick on it. Breakaway by the Oakleafs to Omaha territory. Shoots one far left to the far wall. As Samard poke checks that one out back over to the Oakleaf side. Oakleaf's there to get it in the corner. Kicks it over to the near side. Omaha trying to get control now. Couldn't keep it in the territory, but keeps coming over to the near side, back across to the far. Picked up by Stonebreaker, trying to kick one across, little too much.
Right, just a
right
little bad communication there. Just probably should have been a little harder there.
Probably needed a little more oomph on that one as it goes back behind. Samard trying to get it, gets tripped up behind the net as the puck's stuck behind there. And it looks like interference is going to be called on Oakleafs, maybe?
Yes, it is.
Oakleafs. And Omaha up a man now, first time today. 14:02 left in the period. Coming out, it's like LaVisca, Westman, Thomas, Zach, and Stonebreaker. There it is. I saw the 2, but I'm like, that's not who I think it is.
Sexton, 2 minutes for interference. And Sexton, 2 minutes for interference.
Puck drop, goes back to the far corner, kicked up top. Westman gets it to LaVisca. LaVisca holding on, sending it back, picked up by Stonebreaker. Puck in front of the net, shot by Thomas, goes back, stopped by the goaltender. Back to LaVisca, takes another shot, deflected by the goaltender, high, shot, grabbed by Zach, sends it off the boards to Stonebreaker. Stonebreaker holding on to it, had a man on him. Kicks it back to Westman up top. Westman holding on to it, get it back to Stonebreaker. Zach.
Yep.
Zach kicks it back up top to Westman, takes a shot low, deflected. Good attempt on the tip drill there by Westman and Stonebreaker, and they're going to send it back to Omaha territory. Comes back the high in the net. It's picked up by Westman. Westman kicks it up top and intercepted by the Oakleafs as Omaha was also getting a change in, deflected by Trenton Westman over to the near side. Good job by T. Puck behind that, picked up by the other Westman.
All right.
Picked up by Thomas, kicks it out.
Miles.
Roeder sending it across. Picked up again by Warren Westman. W taking it across, holding it at the red line. Had a man on him, but bypasses that. Kicks it over to the near side. Severa sending it across to Simard. As Luke takes it on the near side corner of the Oakleafs. Holding on to it, trying to dance in front of the net. Tried to shovel it in, but had a poke check. Takes it over to the far corner. Luke looking to set something up, sends it up top, trying to hit LaVisca, grabs onto it, takes it up top. Check that, had it in front, but levels a guy. Tried to poke check that one as it goes back in Omaha territory. Marble trying to get a hold of it now. Holding onto it, brings it over to the near side. Puck on the near. Severa taking it over the near side, holding onto it, in the corner, trying to pass it across to the far. Held on by Oakleafs on the board with a good back check. As he picks it up to Omaha territory, back as he coming on, he's got Marble on him. As he comes in front of the net, deflected. Comes over to the near side corner. Picked up by Omaha. Roeder bringing it out of the zone, tries to hold on to it. Got a hold of it back though, comes over to the near side corner. Held on by the Oakleafs, trying to pass across the ice. Both teams now full strength. Oakleafs trying to bring it over to the near side. Grabbed and held on by Kaiser. Brings it back into the zone, takes a shot, deflected left. Back, held on by the Oakleafs again as Thomas trying to get a hold of it. Deflected off the boards as Westman keeps it at the blue. Thomas pushing it over to the near side. On the near is Kaiser trying to hold on to it. Kicks it over as Jackson who's trying to get a hold of that one. Vaughn lays a hit, kicks it back into the near side corner. Kaiser going after it, goes over to the far. Thomas trying to get a hold of it, holding on. Comes over to the near. It's like they're trying to bring it back in Omaha territory. Westman in pursuit, gets a hold of the puck on the near side, gets it off the boards and delivers it back over to Kaiser. Kaiser holding on to it, brings that into the zone, takes a shot, deflected high, and offside's called on that one. 10:55 left, no score. In for Omaha, Westman, Vaughn, Lucina, Cutler, and
Grayson.
Petzold.
There you go.
Thank you. Puck deflected far. Vaughn in pursuit on the far wall, got a man on it. Takes it over to the far side corner of Omaha. Vaughn laying a hit. Puck trying to get delivered in front of the net, deflected. I think Westman got all that one, and the other T covers it. Stop a play. 10:46 left. Change coming out as LaVisca comes in. Westman out. And I believe Lawley in.
Lawley and LaVisca, yeah.
Cutler take a drop. Puck deflected far, picked up by Oakleaf. Shot taken far left behind the net. It goes onto the near. Omaha trying to get it clear. Comes up top. Nice job by Cutler to stand in the way. Deflected it. They're going to try to shovel one in. And puck comes out again. Deflected over to the near side. Cutler going after it on the near wall. Trying to deliver up top. Shot taken. Deflected again to the far. Puck still in front of the net. Deflected by T. Picked up by the Oakleafs on the near side corner. Comes up top again. Oakleafs coming in for a shot, deflecting it wide by T. Over to the far side corner is Cutler trying to get it cleared. Omaha couldn't quite get enough oomph on that one. But man, a blue monster got him on that one. Comes over to the near side.
Yeah,
I think they're going to call Omaha. How do they call him tripping? I didn't see him even get hooked on that one.
I think it was just one of those incidental things.
Probably. As Lawley goes in, Omaha down a man for 2 minutes. Omaha side.
2 minutes for tripping, number 7, Lawley, 2 minutes for tripping.
I believe Zach taking drop on this one.
Just got kicked out.
And now Samart's taking it. Puck comes over the far, up top, held on by the Oakleafs. Keeping it along the blue line. Looking to set something up, sends it across the far board. Brings it up top again on the near. Omaha staying in good position so far as they take a shot, deflected. Over the far. Back up top again. 1:37 left. Puck across to the far corner. Takes a shot, deflected. I don't know who got a hold of that one, but Omaha got it cleared on that. I think Button shoveled that one back behind the goaltender. Oakleafs holding on to it. Smart and Zach trying to run an interference. Puck over to the near. Back into neutral into Omaha territory. Comes over to the near side. His Marble keeping him in the near corner. Puck still on the near boards. Shot taken, deflected by T to the far corner. Up top it goes. Held on by the Oakleafs. 1 minute left on the penalty kill for Omaha. Nice job as Marble dove in front of that one. He'll have a bruise. Samart takes it, comes in, dances past one, couldn't get it past poke check by the goaltender to the near corner. Oakleafs holding on to it. As they hold on to it behind the net. 40 seconds left on the penalty kill. Puck on the near side. Oakleafs coming into the near of Omaha. Thomas staying on him, getting some assistance there. As Marble lays a hit in the corner, and he's drawing a penalty for that. Deflected by T to the far side. I think Marble's going to go in for that one. Omaha going to have a 3v5 now. For another 29 seconds.
At 6:25, Omaha penalty.
Thomas going to take drop, joined by Westman and Roeder. No, check that, Stonebreaker. Comes over to the near. Held on. 20 seconds left on that first PK. Deflected by T. Grab as Omaha tried to get it cleared. Couldn't get it cleared, but got it up top. Puck across to the far side, still up top. Sends it back into the corner, back up top again. Comes on to the near. Omaha still running good interference with 1 second left. And they scored after that first one. Omaha had a man on at the point of the score, so we got both guys out now.
That was.
And Oakleafs go up 1 on the double penalty kill for Omaha. Out for Omaha, Vaughn, Westman, Roeder, Zach, and is that Holder?
Holder on the far side, yes.
Puck deflected to the far. Kicking it back as Omaha trying to get hold of Zach and Holder trying to grab it. They bring it across, but they kick it back over the blue line, force a reset. Puck goes over the far. Westman trying to stay on it. Got a man on him, getting some assistance there by Vaughn. Vaughn gonna get it over to Holder. Holder to Vaughn. Vaughn gonna bring it out of the zone. Flips one high. They're gonna call Omaha for icing, but I'm surprised that kid was in the vicinity, but okay. I don't think Grun liked that call either. Puck on the near side. Looks like you got Holder still in. Laviska comes in. Taking the drop is Zach. Puck comes over behind the net, picked up by Laviska, taking it over. Lawley in. Still in the corner. Comes over to the near side. Zach, is that Holder got hit? No, I think that was Zach. On the near side, Omaha trying to get a hold of it. Brought out by Lawley, brings it into their zone at the red line. He's going to bury it deep. Over to the far side it goes. Holder going after it. Kicks it back into the, nope, check that, stays on the board. Zach comes in and lays a hit. Grab, shot taken by, I'm surprised he didn't, did he get tripped on that one or did he just lose an edge?
Kind of lost an edge there. Good shot by
Roeder,
Miles, though.
Yep, Roeder with the shot, but grabbed by the goaltender. 7:06 left, Omaha trailing by 1. Back on the far of Oakleaf. Stonebreaker taking drop. Bunton and Marble in on D. Simard and Severa in. Puck comes over the near side. Oakleaf's trying to grab it and kick it back. Gets it off the boards and gets it back in Omaha territory. Should be icing. Nope. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut on that one. Puck to the far side. Grabbed by Simard. Simard on the near corner of Omaha. Trying to get it up. Holds on to it. Looking to pass. Kicks it over to the near. Omaha trying to get off their board. Stays on as Koa does. A nice cover by T. Westman. Stop a play with 6:35 left in the first. Another change of line coming out. Puck drop. Thomas kicks it up top. Shot taken, deflected by T on the first one. They tried for a second. Deflected again to the far corner. Puck grabbed by Jackson. Comes over to the near side.
That was Kaiser, my bad.
Sorry, Kaiser.
Kaiser to Jackson.
Jackson, thank you. We'll get it right. Jackson and Thomas battling it behind the net. Jackson comes out with it, trying to pass to Westman up top. Couldn't go, he's got a man in front of him, goes across the blue line, back in Omaha territory. And icing called on the Oakleafs. 6:04 left. Oh, there it goes. Didn't quite get the clock stopped. 6:02 left in the period. Thomas going to take drop. Kaiser, Jackson, Westman, and Vaughn in. Thomas pushes it over to the far wall, grabbed by the Oakleafs, bringing it over to the near side. Oakleafs on the near. Good back check there by Jackson. Holds them at the red line. Getting some help from Thomas, and they shovel it back across the blue line. Almost hits the referee as they kick it back in Omaha territory. They're going to say that wasn't.
Why wouldn't that be
I
icing?
don't know why that was an icing, but Vaughn gets it on the near side. Holding on to it. Gets some help from Westman, who kicks it off the corner, trying to hit Thomas. Thomas gets it. Trying to pass to Jackson, gets it to Jackson. Jackson gets it across the blue line. Getting some help across from Kaiser, but grabbed right away by the Oakleafs and keep it on the near side. Still in Oakleaf territory as Jackson in pursuit, comes over to the near. Gets it out of the territory. Westman across to Vaughn. Vaughn holds it at the blue line, gets it to Westman. On the near, brings it in to territory by Jackson, keeps it on the near side corner. Varsity trying to help cheer on the JV as it comes over to the near side. Omaha trying to hold on to it. Thomas grabs it as he gets leveled on one. Comes onto the near and grabbed again by Jackson and shoveled back again. A little back and forth over the blue line. Thomas gets it back into the near side corner of Oakleafs as he's fighting. Omaha is getting a change in right now. Oakleafs holding on to it, bringing it onto the far side. As it's grabbed, Lucina now in pursuit. And they're going to shovel it, or tried to shovel it out, and Lucina keeps it back behind the net. Good stick by Lucina. Grayson going after it now behind the net. Keeps on him on the near side in the corner. Is he getting some help there by Cutler? Shovels it in front of the net. Still loose. Puck still loose. Trying to get it in. Still loose. Goaltender hasn't covered it yet. Uh-oh. And a little pushing match happening there. As Laviska wasn't going to stand up for that one, but now he's going into the sin bin. He didn't like his teammate getting pushed. So Sean goes in. We got to avoid those penalties, guys.
But my thing is there's no penalty for anything else on
Correct.
them.
Yep.
That's what started it all.
2 other Omaha players fall. Nothing. But that's what they say. It's always the last hit.
Yeah, it's just.
Comes back to the Omaha side, down a player for 2 minutes with 4:17 left, and we're down a score. Puck deflected, comes over to the near side. Oakleafs hold on up top. Tries a shot, deflected. And a screen going. T couldn't see it. And they go up 2-0 on that score.
We just seem a little out of sorts this morning.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. Not as clean as it was last night by any means.
In for Omaha, Lucina, Cutler, Petzold, Vaughn, and Westman. Puck still held on the red line, a little pile up there. Grabbed by Cutler, brings it into their zone. Grabbed right away by the Oakleafs on the near side. Shoveled by Lucina into the corner. Staying in the corner. Westman takes a shot, deflected down. Well, the Oakleafs, I think, got it with his stick. Puck on the far side. Vaughn trying to hold on to it. They're going to shovel it back in Omaha territory. Westman battling it in the near side, far side corner. Getting some help from Cutler. Lays a nice hit. Keeps it in the corner. Westman kicks it out to Vaughn. Check that. Who had that? Was that
Cheeto?
Cheeto get it to Vaughn. Vaughn keeps pushing it forward back into their territory. Over to the near side, Lucina coming in to help out. On the near side board is Cutler and Lucina battling it on the boards. Cutler comes in, takes a shot, deflected high across the glass. Back to the far side. Cheeto shoveling into the corner. Cutler back to Cheeto. Cheeto back to Cutler. Comes over to the near side. Grabbed by Lucina, trying to shovel it behind the net. Cutler with a diving hit. Cheeto lays a hit back across to Westman. Westman holding on to it. Taking that across to the far side. Westman still keeps a hold of it for Omaha, trying to shovel it across, gets it over to Cutler. Cutler on the near boards, holding on to it. Off the skate of one of the players, right in front of the net, but Oakleafs were there to get it. Trying to shovel it across to the near, grabbed by Lucina. Trying to kick it to the far. Held on by the Oakleafs and shoving across to the near. Button holding on to it for Omaha, keeps it into the near side. Trying to shovel it across as they keep it across the board. Button got a hold of it. Omaha forced to reset though, and Button stays on it though. Nice stick. He tries to shovel one in. Puck still loose, goes to the far side. To the far wall. That's Lucina trying to get it. Grayson trying to grab it too. They come across the blue line. Offside's called. 2:11 left. Omaha now still trailing by 2. First period. Zach Roeder and Holder in up top. Bunton and Marble in for Omaha. Puck on the far side. Loose in front of the net, grabbed by the Oakleafs. Bringing it over the near side. Ian trying to battle with him. Stays behind the net. Levels a kid on that one as he came in to hit him. Took him out for himself. Another hit laid. Across. Omaha trying to get hit in the back on Zach. Uh-oh. I was going to say, he looked like he was going after that kid. Referee stopped it. Hit in the back by one of the Oakleafs on Zach. Zach got up like he was charging after him.
Yeah, that wasn't going to end well, I don't think.
No, if he hadn't blown that whistle.
Right.
Ian, take and drop, joined by LaVisca, Westman, Thomas, and Stonebreaker.
2 minutes for roughing, and number 21, Breuer, 2 minutes for roughing.
Westman was trying to get it, couldn't quite hold into a blue line. Knocked down by LaVisca, sent over to the far side. LaVisca was trying to lay a hit, but I think he closed his eyes when he was doing it. Puck held on by the Oakleafs, going to take it out of the zone. Back to the far side, held on by the Oakleafs behind their own net. Thomas trying to run interference, comes out with it. Nice stick by Thomas, holds on behind the net, Sever going after it. Puck goes high and gets stuck in the safety net. 1:07 left in the period.
Yeah, good job there by Thomas. I don't think they figured he was going to come try to do that.
Change coming out is Marble, Vaughn, Severa, Simard, and is that Roeder come out. Puck kick back to Vaughn. Vaughn comes in, kicks it back to Marble. Marble tries a shot, knocked down by Roeder. Shoveled across to the far side, goes back to Omaha territory.
What?
Marble going after it. To the far, grabbed by Severa. Severa holding on to it. Kicks it across to Roeder. Roeder trying to go, puck was bouncing. They kick it back out. Grabbed by Simard. Simard's going to hold on it, kicks it across. As it's grabbed by Severa. Severa back over to Simard. Simard dances past one, gets taken out on that one. Back to the far side. Grabbed by Marble. Marble kicks it across, trying to hit Roeder. Comes across. Roeder going after it. Grabbed by Severa on the near side. Vaughn trying to stop it. Couldn't get it. They send it back to Omaha. 18 seconds left. 38 left on the power play for Omaha. Grabbed by Marble. Marble gives it off to Simard. Simard brings it onto the near side. Hit Severa from behind on that one. No call. Simard with a shot attempt. Couldn't hold on to it. Goes over to the far side by Roeder. Roeder gets it to Vaughn. Vaughn comes in, takes a shot right in the stomach of the goaltender. And one of the Oakleafs was going after Vaughn for that one.
But it's okay if they did it down here.
Yeah, apparently that's okay.
Yeah.
So we go into a little break here for about a minute. Omaha will start the period off up a player, should. Referee's a little inconsistent today.
It's kind of like the Nebraska game yesterday.
Yeah, yeah. Just a slight bit.
Right.
See what happens here as the boys come back out. Again, starting up on that for a couple seconds here. And don't think they realized that the penalty's running out, but they had 20 seconds on it. They'll get it fixed. So we change sides and come out for second period. Should start off on their side. But you know what? We'll see. Looks like we're going to start off with Grayson, Cutler, Lucina, Lawley, and when he comes out, LaVisca. Puck deflected, grabbed by Grayson, sends it back to Lawley. Little miscue on that one, but Lawley retains. Sends it across to LaVisca. Far side Omaha, kicks it over to the near side. Sends one across, LaVisca grabs it. Grabbed by the Oakleafs at the red line. You're going to sail it back in Omaha territory. That actually should be it for the time. And both teams now full strength. Actually, that probably should have been an icing call. Back across. Is Lucina trying to get it. Back behind the net. Passes in front of the net. Grabs by one of the Oakleafs. Comes in for a shot. Stopped by T on the first one. They shovel the third one in. And Omaha trailing 3-0. Looks like our boys may have stayed out a little too late last night. Kaiser Thomas, Jackson, Marble, and Button in for Omaha.
30 seconds in the second period. Des Moines Oakleafs goal number 11, Mason Bird. And number 2, Caleb Jeremiah. That's Bird from Jeremiah.
Having some clock issues, it looks like they're trying to fix right now. Still working on that one. We'll see what happens here. Yep, still having some technical difficulties.
There we go.
All right. Puck drop, picked up by the Oakleafs. Kicked back by Thomas, got it to Jackson. Jackson on their side, has a man on him though. Brings it over behind the net, holds on to it. Gets tripped up though as he comes around. Grabbed by Marble, brings it back behind the red line. Trying to pass that one across to Bunton, who gets shoveled across and hits Jackson. And it just held on at the blue line though. So offside's called on Omaha. Just a bit ahead of ourselves on that one. Puck drop goes back to the far corner. Grabbed by, Kaiser was trying to get hold of that one. Goes over the far side. Jackson was trying to hit it. And a poke check by Thomas. Then they send it back into the far corner. Kaiser grabs it on the near side. Kicks it back behind the net. To the far side it goes. Jackson trying to go. Had a man on him. Holds on to him. As he send it back over to the near side. And it looks like Marble had his, Marble did not get it. So they're going to call him for icing on that one. I didn't think he was going to call that. I didn't think he knew what that was when it's a no. Never mind. Quiet. Just be quiet. Change on the line coming out is Vaughn, Westman, Simard, Stonebreaker, and Severa come out. 13:44 left. Puck drop goes over the far corner. Stonebreaker lays a nice hit, brings it over the near side. They kick it out. Omaha almost held a hold of that one. It's grabbed by Severa. Severa trying to bring it out. Miscues on that one. Puck on the near side, Omaha territory, in the corner. Severa running interference. Shot taken, deflected by T on that one. Grabbed by Westman on the near side. They kick it back behind the net. And a cover by T on that one.
I don't know, it seems like a lot of our guys are down in front of the net.
Westman and Vaughn out. And they bring in, trying to see if I can see it.
Lawley and
Laviska. Severa going to take drop. Puck grab. Omaha trying to bring it out of the zone over the far side. You got Simard open ahead of him, but grabbed by the Oakleafs and they kick it back. Grabbed by Laviska. Going to try to bring it into the zone. Does. Holds on to it and brings it over the far side. Had a man on it, comes in, takes a shot wide to the near side. Grabs, comes up top to Lawley. Lawley took a hit on that one. On the near side corner. Severa trying to get all of it. Brings it over the near side. Shot deflected by the goaltender. Interference called on the Oakleafs. Omaha up a man. 2 minutes. Power play for Omaha. Vaughn, Marble, Simard, Roeder, and Severa come in. Sever going to take drop. Puck goes over to the far. Grabbed by the Oakleafs. Trying to get off the board. Stopped by Vaughn. Kicked back to Severa. Severa holds on to it up top. Tries to get off the board to Vaughn. Vaughn's going to hold on to it. Kicks it back to Severa. Severa holding on up top. Dancing with it near the blue line. Sends it over to the near to Marble. Marble takes a shot. Deflected. Goes high. Vaughn comes in. Takes a shot. Deflected over to the near corner. Marble in nope, check that. I think that's Samard in pursuit as he gets taken out. Puck on the near side. Marble trying to hold on to it near the blue. They send it back as Roeder kicks it over. They sail it over to the far side. Vaughn holds on to it, keeps it in the corner, sends that back. Picked up by, is that Samard?
Samard, yep.
Sends it back to Severa. Severa holding on to it. Oh, he miscues on that one. It comes over the red line. Omaha forces a reset. Sends it back over to Marble. Marble had a man on him. Comes over to the near side. Brings it out of the zone of Omaha. Back across, has a man on him still. Kicks it back over to Vaughn. Vaughn, oh, had a man ahead of the blue line. Kicks it back, trying to hit Samard. Samard with a good poke check. Sends one across the road. Takes a shot, deflected by the goaltender. Puck still loose. Goes over to the far side, held on by Marble. Marble trying to send one across to Vaughn. Vaughn gets it, sends it back into the near side. Oh, check that. They're going to clear it. Severa holds on to it. Severa sends one across. Little missed pass, but gets it over to Roeder. They poke check it back across the blue line, and Marble lays a hit. Separated man from puck. Is Samard going to bring it back into the zone? 30 seconds left on the penalty. Samard trying to pass that one back to Vaughn, but little miscue. Vaughn was in the middle. Comes over the near side. What do they call him?
I'm not sure.
Doesn't look like offsides, but maybe I'm wrong. Offsides. 23 seconds left on the power play for Omaha. Thomas, LaVisca, Westman, Zach, and Stonebreaker in for Omaha. Puck deflected over to the far side. Oakleafs bury it back behind the Omaha net. Westman there to get it. He's going to hold on to it for a second. Warren hands off. Gets that one to Zach, who brings it back out of the zone. He's going to charge forward back into their territory. Over to the far side. Passes back. Shot taken. Wide behind the net. Onto the near side. Stonebreaker trying to get it. Gets it to Zach. Zach holding on to it. Looking to shoot. Goes low. Deflected over to the near corner again. Thomas coming after it. Takes a shot. It was a good shot, but deflected by the goaltender of the far corner. Stopped. A good stop there at that. Shot by Zach. Goes high. Deflected high into the safety net on that one. Omaha now full, Oakleafs now full strength with that good attempt.
Yeah, some really good attempts there across the front of the net.
Lawley, Lucina, Grayson, Bunton, and Cutler in for Omaha. Puck on the near side, held on by the Oakleafs. Take it behind their own net, over to the far. Oakleafs trying to get it over the near side. Couldn't quite hold on to it as it goes back into Omaha territory. Bunton was there to get it, but they called icing, as they should have, for the Oakleafs. 10:06 left in the second period. Omaha trailing by 3. Need a wake-up call. It's like Cutler going to take drop on this one. Pushes that to the far. Oakleafs, no, he whiffs on that one. Cutler holding him on behind the net. They kick it over to the near. Oakleafs trying to grab it as Omaha is trying to run their interference. Send it up top. Lally takes a shot. Glove saved by the goaltender on that one. Stop a play with 9:52 left in the second period.
Just need one to go in here. Change a little mojo going.
Puck deflected. Oakleafs try to go as it goes towards the net. Grabbed by the Oakleafs. Send one across to the far side. Held on by LaVisca. Sends it back into the corner. Cutler with a hit. Puck still on the far corner. Grayson grabs a hold of that one. Holds on to the boards. Oakleafs pass it across center. Get it across. Trying to get in Omaha territory. Comes onto the near. Marble staying on him. Get it in the near corner. Oakleafs tripped up. Deflected to the far. Grayson going after it after the red line. Check as they send that back across. Grabbed by LaVisca behind the Omaha net. Trying to get it off the boards as Grayson with a good stick gets it cleared. Forces the reset. Staying on it. Got men on him and offsides called. They shoveled it right back over the blue line on that one. Good attempt there. .907. Zach going to take drop, joined by Holder, Roeder, LaVisca, and Marble. LaVisca kicking it back far into the back corner. So Oakleafs grab it. Poke check by Zach to keep it behind the net. Comes over to the near. Holder going after it. Marble keeps it at the blue line, takes a shot. Deflected, Zach takes a shot. Deflected wide right. Comes over to the near side. It's like they're going to get it cleared. Back over to the near to Omaha territory. Marble separates man from the puck. LaVisca holds on to it for Omaha. He's going to bring it out of the zone. Comes onto the near. He's got 2 men on him, though. Comes across, takes a shot. Deflected hard by the goaltender over to the far. Zach trying to get it. Shot taken by Roeder. And a glove save by the goaltender on that one.
Yeah, nice job by the goalie there.
8:25 left in the second. Change on D as Vaughn and Westman come out. And it looks like the forwards are changing it out too. Coming out, we're going to have Jackson, Kaiser, and Thomas. Thomas taking drop, sends it back to the far corner. Comes back behind the net, Kaiser there to get it, kicks it back to Thomas. Thomas behind the net, back to Kaiser. Comes over to the near side corner. On the near side, Vaughn steps in and grabs it, holds onto it for Omaha. Over the near, back to that Kaiser, takes a shot, deflected to the far. So Omaha trying to get that poked out. Westman keeps it in play for Omaha. Goes back to the far corner, Thomas running some pursuit. Westman trying to hold on to it, but couldn't if it was bouncing. Goes over to the far, Vaughn with a hit, keeps him at the blue line. They shovel it back behind their own goal, and icing called on Omaha. I would have questioned that one, though.
Me too.
7:52 left. Back over the Omaha side. No change. Thomas going to take drop. Puck grabbed by Jackson. They shovel it back to the far side, just up top, kicking it back into the far corner. Vaughn lays a hit behind the net on him, gives it to Thomas. Thomas over the near to Kaiser. Kaiser flipping one back to Jackson at the red line. Comes back to the near as Kaiser knocks it down. Thomas grabs it, sails one across, was trying to hit Jackson. Back across the blue into Oakleaf territory. Oakleafs trying to sail one across off the boards, grabbed by Jackson, kicks it back at him. They kick it back to Omaha, though. Grab it at the red line. Grabbed by Vaughn right at the red line. Takes it back across into their zone, but had 2 men on him colliding. Omaha shoveling it back to their side.
And we're going to call a penalty.
As a penalty hit.
Yeah.
As Jackson was hit hard.
Yeah, it was.
I think he got hit. I think he hit his head pretty good there. He got boarded hard on that net. And he's holding his head. Hopefully he's all right. So we go back over to the Omaha side, now up a man for 2 minutes, 7:12. Zach going to take drop.
7:48, second period, penalty on Oakleafs, number 21, Mason Roeder.
That goes back, grabbed by Roeder. Shot taken, deflected high into the safety net.
Interference, 7:48.
We got Westman, LaVisca, Stonebreaker, Thomas, and Zach in for Omaha right now. Zach going to take drop. Puck in front of the net. Thomas had 2 men on him, though. Comes over the near side. Westman going after it. Trying to get a good angle. Good angle by Westman there to keep him on the near side wall. Thomas trying to get it back. Does. Gets it across to Stonebreaker. Gets it to LaVisca, who buries it deep into their territory. They're trying to get off. Held on at the board by LaVisca. Keeps pursuing that one forward. Goes behind the net. Sees getting hit. Still got a man on him. He's got like a little gnat on him. Held on by Westman. Up top. Kicks it back to sorry, is that Stonebreaker?
Yep.
Shot
Oh,
taken.
nice.
Go!
That's what we needed, boys.
Omaha! Power play goal by Omaha as who shoveled that in? Was it Zach? Shoveled it in after a shot taken by, I think that was Stonebreaker. Nope, it was Westman. Nice job by the boys to capitalize on that penalty. 6:30 left. Omaha still trailing by 2, but puts one on the board, much needed, before we went into the break. They seem to have woken up a little bit now.
We just needed one, right?
Sometimes that's all you need. We'll see. Coming out for Omaha, Stonebreaker, Samard, Severa, Westman, and Lawley. Puck drop comes over to the near side. Grabbed, comes over, grabbed by Lawley, kicks it right back at the Oakleafs. So they're shoveling one across to the far side, trying to kick it out. Had a man stand up top. They had a sniper. Back to the far as Westman stays on him. And a nice hit there. Who got that one? Stonebreaker. It's out to Westman. Westman holding on to it behind the net. Nice job by Westman to retain. Kicking that over. Westman's going to bring it out of the zone. So he buries it deep at the goaltender. It was deflected, so Oakley's kicking over to the near side. Samard in pursuit. They pass in front of their net. Almost grabbed by Stonebreaker. Shot taken. Goes behind the net. Grabbed by Samard on the near side. Takes a shot right at the chest pads of the goaltender. 5:44 left in the period. Omaha on the attack. Change on the lineup coming out. Let's bring in Roeder, Lawley. Looks like Zach. Holder, and Vaughn. Puck drop. This goes back behind the net, picked up by the Oakleafs. Trying to hold on to it. Almost staying on it though. Oakleafs coming at center ice as Holder holding them right near the near side. Now Lawley comes in to assist. They keep it in play for Omaha. Way to stay on him, boys. Grabbed by Roeder. Goes in front of the net. Tries a shot. Deflected over to the near side. Near side Holder trying to go as it's knocked down by Cutler. They're switching on me.
Yeah, Zach went out. Zach got hit in the back.
Oh, did he? Okay. Yeah. Back to the far side. Grabbed by Holder. Kicks it in front. Almost got that to Cutler. Had too many men there. Goes back behind the net again as Lawley gets hit. To the far side it goes. Held on. Shot deflected. Reach out by Cutler and holds it in play for Omaha. Grabs by Grayson. Grayson takes a shot. Deflected over to the near side. Puck on the near. Grabbed by Lawley. Comes in. He's going to pass it over to the near side corner. Trying to get that over. Is that Roeder? Comes over again. Middle. Vaughn steps in and grabs it for Omaha. Trying to retain. Gets it over to the far side. Got it over, Andy. Back to the far side. Deflected. Held on by the Oakleafs. He whiffs on that one. Almost capitalized on that by Cutler. Goaltender forced to cover that. Good attempt there by the boys with 4:27 left. Trying to get that number 2 in there. They're pushing.
They're pushing. A lot better in the last half of this period.
I'd say we spent most of our period on that side, so that's been good. We can wake up. Puck deflected. Back behind the net, grabbed by the Oakleafs. Shoveling it over to the near side. On the boards, Marble in. Gets a stick on it. Good stick by Marble. Holds him at the red line. Omaha pushes that forward. They never got across the red line. Jackson trying to push it. Glad to see. Nope, Chart. That's Lucina.
Lucina, yep.
I say Jackson's back, but nope, that's Lucina. They keep pushing it forward to the far side. Gets it knocked over high. Back in Omaha territory. And a good stick by Marble in pursuit on that one by, who had that? To the far side. Omaha trying to get it cleared. Goes back behind the net as Bunton holding on to it. Gets it off the boards, trying to get to Grayson. Gets it handed off to Cutler. Brings it back over the red line, but red line grabbed it from him. Puck over to the far side. And offside's called on the Oakleafs. 3:41 left. Change on line coming out. Looks like full change. Holder, Thomas, Vaughn. Is that Westman? And I believe that's Kaiser on the far side. Thomas taking the drop. Puck back to Westman. Westman trying to go as they stood in front of the pass. Omaha still good back check there by Holder to get it out, and Omaha shoveling it back over to their side.
We're gonna have icing here.
It should have been, but they're kind of, he couldn't get to it if they're standing in his way. No, I don't understand. I don't get it, but 3:28 left as we go back to the Omaha side. No change on the Omaha front. Thomas gonna take drop. Puck kicked back. Omaha trying to get it cleared. Goes over the corner, grabbed by the Oakleafs. Thomas staying on him, forcing him behind the net. He's got Westman pushing him into the far corner. Westman staying on him, getting some help from Thomas. Still in the far. Thomas got a man on him. Somebody lost the stick. Puck's right under the stick, or right behind it, I should say, on the wall. Vaughn going after it behind the net. Vaughn grabs it. Looks like he's going to clear it as he brings it out. He's got a man on him. Shoveling it forward, grabbed by the Oakleafs in their zone. They forcing it out and grabbed by Westman, who's going to kick it over. Omaha had to reset on that one. Grabbed by the Oakleafs, forced to take it behind their own net, takes it to the far. Thomas running some interference now. Grabbed, right, thought he had it. Omaha trying to get a hold of it, pile up on the net, or on the puck. Comes over to the near side. Oakleafs hit themselves on that one. One's slow to get up. Grabbed by Vaughn at the blue line. Had a man on him, but got it out. Severa grabs it. Severa gets it cleared over to Vaughn. Vaughn buries it deep. Sails one back behind the net over to the far side. Kaiser going after it now. Kaiser gets it and shovels it behind the net. Brings it over to the near side. Thomas trying to get it. He's staying with it. They shovel it over to the far side. Westman there to get it. Kicks it back, trying to kick it back. Stays on the board by the Oakleafs, who get it out of the zone and bring it back in Omaha territory. And a good poke check by Severa and a back check by Westman. Forces it over to the near side. Thomas gets it and gets it cleared. Referee in the way. Sailing across, Oakleafs touched it, brings it into their own zone. Shoveling it across as it's knocked down by one of the Oakleafs. Should have been high sticking. Shoveling it across again, grabbed as Stonebreaker, kicking it back behind the net. Goaltender going after it, 1:44 left on the near side. Referee calling.
Kind of penalty on somebody. No? Icing? What took so long?
Must have been icing. Andy is confused. 1:40 left. Puck drop over to the far side. Oakleafs trying to get it up top. Knocked down by Severa on that one. I think Samard may have gotten a little piece of it too. To the far side. Oakleafs knock it down. Offsides?
Yep.
Maybe? No?
What?
Okay. Yeah, well, it is offsides, but okay. Stonebreaker taking drop. Omaha trying to push it forward, gets it in. And a nice poke check there by Lawley, keeps it on the near side. Still has a man on him, two on him, getting some help there from Severa. Oakleafs trying to get it cleared, send it over the far side. Nice stick there by both Samard and Laviska, forcing it in the far corner. Comes in front of the net, deflected. Nice job by T to keep it out. Laviska going after it in the far side corner, 1:08 left. Laviska on his knees, still battling, has a man on him, pushes him. Omaha trying to get it cleared up top, it goes to the Oakleafs. Severa trying to stay in the way. T's forced to cover it. So he had it, he was on top of it, they never called it, and then they forced it in after they hit him. And the Oakleafs are going to go up 4-1 on a very questionable call by the referee on that one. I thought T was on top of it, and then they just kept hitting him. No call. I guarantee you Green was not happy about that.
At 14:06 in the second period, Des Moines Oakleaf goal, number 25, Miles Hayes.
54 seconds left. Poke check by Lawley. Referee kind of needing to move there. Poke comes over the near side as they come in, trying for a shot. Zach grabs the puck, sends it around, back. Leviska grabs it. He's holding on to it. 40 seconds left as Leviska kicks it out. In pursuit is Holder. Sends it across to the far side. Leviska almost knocked him into the bench, as did Zach there. Looks like somebody's out for some retribution at this point. Comes over to the near side. 24 seconds left. Omaha trying to get it cleared. They do. Oakleafs trying to get it back over as it's hit again. And Leviska with another hit. Knocks another Oakleaf down. Grabbed by Holder. Kicked across again. Omaha. As Zach hits it across to Roeder. Going across into Oakleaf territory. 3 seconds left. Shot taken. Goes behind the net. And that's the end of the second period. Well, Omaha needed to go get a Red Bull or something.
Yeah.
As we were awake for a little bit there, kind of fell asleep there for the last couple minutes and then woke back up. So we'll see what happens as they come back out of the locker room. We're going to take a quick 15-minute break. Thank you. And we're back for the final 15. The boys woke up a little bit and know what they're doing.
Maybe a different game plan.
Just a little bit. Four to 1. Needing to answer quick.
Yes.
Out come the junior Lancers. Looks like we're going to have Holder, LaVisca, Lawley, Roeder, and Zach come out. Zach going to take drop. Omaha trying to sneak in to grab it. Grabbed by the Oakleafs, but then stolen back by LaVisca with a good poke check from Lawley. Takes it over to the far side. Goes back behind the net. Tried to pull it in, but couldn't quite hold on to that one. And it looks like some interference going to be called on the Oakleafs on that one. A little chirping going on down there. Oakleafs with a late hit, I think. And it looks like they are supposed to be going in. We'll see. Waiting to hear what the referees are saying here. I think Roeder's going in for that retaliation. They sent Holder off. So now we got, looks like offsetting penalties there. LaVisca, Severa, Stonebreaker, Lawley, and Samard in for Omaha. Puck deflected. Severa's trying to step in. Poke checks that one into the Oakleaf zone, but they kick it back out. Coming across the red line. Stopped by LaVisca on right at the blue line. Knocks him down, takes the puck. Sails one across, over the boards. Severa there to get it as they ricocheted one off to the far corner of Omaha. Send one up top. Knocked down by LaVisca, who takes it out of the zone. Same situation, bringing it back into their zone. LaVisca, I don't know if he lost an edge or got tripped up on that one.
A little bit of both, I think.
Puck over to the near side. Oakleafs get it. No call on that, huh? I've never seen a skater go sideways like that without some sort of secondary interference. But hey, you know. On the far side, shot taken, glove saved by T. 13:54 left. Offsetting penalties. So even strength on both sides. Thomas, Holder, Vaughn, Westman, and Kaiser. On the near side, grabbed by Holder, trying to pass it. Kaiser had the right idea, couldn't quite get across, had a man on him. Shot taken, comes over to the near side, grabbed by Thomas, held on, assistance by Westman, and a poke check by Holder. Westman gets it at the blue line, but they shovel it right back at him. Oakley's back into Omaha's zone, gets it on the boards and shovels it over the far corner. Vaughn lays a hit, separates a man from puck, takes it taken by Thomas, shoveling it over. Westman in pursuit now in the far corner. Lays a hit, grabbed by them, poke checked out by Vaughn, I think. On the far boards, Omaha trying to get it cleared. Somebody's lost a stick, looks like it's an Oakleaf. Trying to get that to Westman. Westman packs it to Holder, and Holder buries it at the goaltender. Grabbed by one of the Oakleafs. Stopped right at the blue line by Vaughn, kicks it back in. Grabbed by Kaiser, trying to pass it across to Thomas, but stolen back by the Oakleafs. Westman grabs it in Omaha territory, trying to get it to Vaughn. Does. Vaughn bringing it out of the zone of Omaha, back into neutral. Oakleafs are on him, but Vaughn takes it back into Oakleaf territory. Back onto the near side corner behind the net. Got a man on him, two on him. Pushing it over to the far corner, getting some help from Holder. Kicks it back over to Marble. Marble trying to get it back into the corner. They kick it back at him. Marble up top, takes a shot. Glove saved by the goaltender. 12-22. Bunton coming in for Vaughn. Thomas out. We've got Grayson, Lucina, and Cutler in. Cutler taking drop. Puck drop.
Oh,
Stopped
nice job
right away
there
by the goaltender.
T-Cut.
Cutler with a good shot attempt right off the bat.
It's too bad we didn't get a rebound there.
Both sides forced to reset. Back to the far. Grabbed by the Oakleafs. Into the corner it goes. T-Cut trying to push that one. Does. Got to get a foot shot. Nope. Grayson had it. Oh, shot taken again. Deflected. Another shot attempt. Bunton had that one. Comes over to the near side. Puck on the near. Bouncing puck back over the far side. Marble in pursuit in the corner. Has a man on him. Misses. Nice job by Marble forcing that miss. Marble's going to bring it out of the zone on the near side, over the blue. Has a man on him though, loses his glove on that. Takes a shot, covered by the goaltender. I don't know why we don't just hit it when the goaltender has it underneath him though.
Right.
Apparently that's
keep
legal.
Slapping at him, right?
Looks like LaVisca's coming off. Puck down, in for Omaha. Looks like Vaughn and Westman on D. Simard. Stonebreaker. And Severa. In front of the net, deflected, comes over near. Simard in pursuit now on the near side wall, going into the corner. Severa coming in to assist, pulls out. Pass in front of the net, deflected by the goaltender. Good attempt. Stonebreaker had it right on goaltender.
Yeah, great play there, good pass.
Poke check again by Severa. They're coming back into Omaha zone on the far side. Nice job by Westman to get the puck back right away. Severa trying to get it cleared, but couldn't quite get it over the blue line. Poked out, grabbed by Samard. He's going to bring it into the zone, but he's got a man on him. Trying to pass in front of the net, deflected. He was trying to hit Severa, but had too many Oakleafs in front of it. On the near side, Vaughn pushing forward, comes in, takes a shot, deflected by the goaltender to the far. Oakleafs trying to get it cleared. They do. Send it over to the far. Good poke check by Westman and a hit by Vaughn. Just leveled him on that one. Vaughn. Oh, sorry, Stonebreaker going to come out with that one. On the near side, Vaughn coming in to assist. Kicks it back into the corner. Picked up by the Oakleafs. Takes it over to the far side. Grabbed by the Oakleafs. Takes it back over the blue line to the far. Trying to bring it into Omaha territory.
Offside.
Offside's called on the Oakleafs. 10:24 left. Far side, neutral. Closer to Omaha. Zach taking drop. Roeder with a good stick gets it over the red line, but they kick it back at us. Back behind the net, and looks like icing called on the Oakleafs as we go back into their zone. 10-16, still trailing by 3. Zach going to take drop. We got Marble and Lawley in on D, Holder and Roeder in up front. Puck back, picked up by Roeder. Takes a shot, wide left, goes over to the right. Lawley stepping in the corner, kicking it back behind the net. Pass attempt in front of the net. Puck is loose, goaltender had it. Covered it. 10:06 left. Puck drop over the far corner. Leafs get it. Bring it over to the near side. Near Just trying to get it cleared as I think Roeder may have gotten a stick on that. Holder going, runs some interference. Stopped up top by Lawley. He almost gets barreled over though. Pass attempt, blocked by the Oakleafs. Sends it over to the behind the net to the near. Comes up top, stopped by Marble, gets it off the boards, back to the corner to the far side. Zach picks it up in the corner, sends it up top to Lawley. Lawley comes in, takes a shot, deflected. Oakleaf got in front of that one, right in front of him. He's gonna have a bruise. To the far side, Marble going after it in Omaha territory. Takes it back onto the near. He's gonna hold on to it for a minute, shovels one across, hits Lawley. Lawley trying to pass in front. Check that, he's holding on to it as it's ricocheted back. Passes behind the net over to the near. Roeder trying to get it, deflected, and they snuck one in. Snuck one in on that one. Don't know if that was an errant pass or if somebody got a hold of it, but Omaha down 5-1.
A little miscommunication there.
It does happen, boys.
It does.
Vaughn and Bunton in. Samard, Thomas, and Holder. Oh, sorry, Kaiser. On the near side, Samard trying to get it. Bunton with a hit, goes back in Omaha territory. Vaughn gets it. He's gonna hold on to it for a minute, looking to reset. He's gonna bring it out of the zone back into their territory. Got a man on him, 2 men on him, gets it back into their territory, gets some help from Thomas. Thomas takes a shot, knocks it right into the glove of the goaltender though. 8:48 left.
It's very similar of yesterday, just opposite.
Yes. Except not.
Right, except not.
Thomas taking drop, goes back to the far corner. Puck to the far side. Kaiser trying to go after that one as they shovel it back to the near. Picked up by the Oakleafs. Thomas trying to run interference. Oakleafs going to slingshot around to the far side. Trying to get that one off the boards. They do. Comes back into Omaha territory. Vaughn separated the man from the puck as it's picked up by Samard in Omaha zone. He slingshots around to the far side. Samard gets it cleared to Thomas. Thomas goes across. He's going to come back into their territory. He just piles through one guy. Plowed through him. Button tries a slap shot, but he couldn't connect. They're going back in Omaha territory. He has a breakaway. T, luckily he's went errant on that one. T was in good positioning there though. Back on the far side. Kaiser going after it now. Miscue as it goes back into their territory. Kaiser staying on him. He comes up with it. He's got Thomas loose in front of the net. 2 men in front of them. Comes back over Marble trying to get it. They got it cleared. Comes over to the near. Check that. He's going to hold on to it. Takes it back. Trying to send it back deep into their zone. Oakleafs get it as Omaha's still getting some changing going on there. Sever trying to go after it now. Goes over to the far wall. Grabbed by Stonebreaker. Trying to bring it out in front of the net. Holds on to it. Comes in. Trying to backwards pass in front of the net. Nobody home but the Oakleafs. Good stick there by Samard. Holds on to it for Omaha. Trying to backwards pass to Severa. Does. Good pass as they almost tripped up Severa. Shot taken. Crossbar. Puck to the far side. Severa trying to go as he took a high hit. Surprised they didn't call that one. As he did, Westman was trying to do a slap shot and they snuck another one in. We've had a couple times now where we try to go for a slap shot as a last line of defense, and we need to pay attention to some of that, but it does happen. Good attempt, but just couldn't pull it off. Several times that's happened now to us. 6-1, 7:02 left.
Just trying to do too much.
Yep.
Just got to slow that game down a little bit.
Puck deflected far. Goes out behind the net. Omaha trying to get it. His collar was hit from behind. Not sure why we're not calling those. On the near side, they got it cleared as Lawley gets a hold of it. He's going to bury it to the red line deep. Comes back over to the near side. Omaha territory. Vaughn trying to stay on him, force him over. Deflected by T to the far side corner. Omaha trying to get a hold of it now. Back to the far corner. Vaughn kicks it to the far wall. Grayson gets it off the boards in a pass made over to Roeder. Roeder going after it. It's in Omaha territory. And he hadn't gotten back yet. Offside's called, 6:16 left, third period. Zach gonna take drop. Trying to get hold of that one as the Oakleafs looks like they're gonna come out with it. Lawley almost got his stick on it. They kick it back behind the Omaha net. Vaughn there to get it, kicks it off the boards. Trying to get a shot, deflected by T on the first one. Lawley was diving, they went up high for the second one and got the 7th in. Little dose of reality for the boys on this one, I think.
Yeah.
6:03 left, third period. Omaha trailing 7-1, and timeout called by Coach Gruen.
Scoring for Des Moines Oakleafs at 8:57, number 22, Drake Lynch, with assist number 24, Braden Simpson. That's Lynch from Simpson at 8:57.
We'll see what happens as boys come back out the last 6 minutes. So it looks like we have Bunton, Marble, Roeder, Zach, and Holder. Oakleafs retain on their own territory as Roeder trying to go after him on the near side. Oakleafs cleared, take it back over Red, over to the far side of Omaha. On the far as he comes again, deflects over to the near side. Back in the near corner. Puck up top. Oakleafs tried to take a shot, and a good save by T on that one. And I think Roeder's going in. So it looked like the Oakleaf was skating by T. May have hit him, but nope, he's just gonna make him sit for a second, it looks like. .5:15 left. We got a running clock now, it looks like. Puck drop over the near. Sever trying to grab it, comes off the boards, comes up top. Samart going after it. Got one man to beat. He keeps it on the far corner. Looking for some help. Sever's coming in. Samart holds on to it behind the net, looking to pass. Shot taken, deflected. Good attempt there. He had Cutler. Or is that Cutler or is that?
That's
Stonebreaker.
Yep.
It looked like a 17. Held on by Bunton. Gets it off the boards. Gets the pass to Stonebreaker. Gets it over to Samard. A little whiff on the Oakleafs on that one. Comes on the near side. Sever trying to stay on him. Good poke check as Omaha holding on to it. And a hit. Oakleafs go flying on that one. On the near side as it goes into the safety net. 4:20 left in a ticking clock. Out for Omaha. Looks like Kaiser. Holder. Nice deflection there by Westman on that one. To the far side, Lawley and Thomas. Puck on the near side. Omaha trying to regain it. Thomas going to bring it out of the zone. He's got Kaiser to his right. He dances past 1-2, but he's got two men on him. Puck's loose, deflected by the goaltender, picked up by one of the defensemen. Omaha trying to dance in front of it. Thomas goes to get it. They go and get it from him. Buck on the far side over the blue line. Lally kicks it right back at the goaltender as it goes down, grabbed by one of the Oakleafs, takes it behind the net over the near side. Lally staying on him. Deflected. Westman trying to hold on to it, and Thomas comes in to assist. They hold on right at the blue line just after it. 3:18 left. Still on the blue line. Goes back as the Oakleafs send one high in Omaha territory. Lally going after it. He's going to get it behind the Omaha net, sending it far on the boards. Kaiser trying to retain, comes over to the near side. Holder trying to grab it. Thomas gets it cleared, handed off to Lally, who's going to bring it back into Oakleaf zone. On the near side as he's hit from behind. There's been a lot of those they're not calling today. 2:50 left. Lolly's going in, so retaliation for apparently getting hit from behind. Nope, they're going to sit him. No penalty. Buck on the near. Battle in the corner. Casino's trying to grab a hold of that one as they're trying to get it on the near side wall. Still battling it. Somebody's stick broke. And some lucky parent gets to spend $400. Uh-oh. Anyway.
Whose stick is it?
I don't know. .129 left. It looks like the referees are just going to let it clock down. I think that's what they're going to end up doing. Not sure what penalty they're going to call at this point, if any, but.
Well, the way it's looking, yeah, they're just going to take as much time as possible here.
2 offsetting penalties, so full strength on both.
Coincidental penalties at the 14-minute mark. Omaha number 17, Tyler Cutler. 2 minutes for roughing. And for the Des Moines Oakleafs, number 8, Joe Anderson, 2 minutes for roughing.
Roughing calls. Puck grabbed. Stonebreaker trying to get it. 34 seconds left. Stonebreaker behind the net, holding on to it. Had a man dupe through, puck loose, deflected. Somebody lost the stick again. Stopped at Marble, takes a shot as he just knocked down at that shot. And a cover by the goaltender, 16 seconds left. Coach Lucina not liking that hit.
Right.
It was a high hit with the stick. Not called, so that's the end of the game. So it looks like a split for the weekend for the junior Lancers. Hopefully varsity come back and answer from their loss last night. So we're going to take a little break before the varsity game, and we'll see everybody back here shortly. Thank you.